you know, there's a lot of things going on around the country with facilities, and we always talk about whatever sport it may be, you're keeping up with the Joneses. I didn't look at this facility that way. We needed a football operations building. We were in a very nice stadium that was fragmented with coaches' offices at one end, weight room at the other, training room on the side. Wasn't great flow, and I felt that, you know, when the time was right, we needed to move forward. And as Coach Muschamp came in the door, plans were to go. And I said to him, if you're willing to invest your time and you think you can do this, you can have your fingerprints all over this building. And he was excited about it. He has spent more time than I could tell you in the intimate details of getting this project the way he wanted it. But it's efficiency and effectiveness. We have a couple of bells and whistles in there, but this is a building that, you know, is right next to the indoor, the practice fields. Can't thank Ken and Cindy long enough for their dedication to this building. But over 100,000 square feet with tremendous weight room and coaches. It's you know, when you visit as a prospective student athlete, you want to make sure, no matter the sport, you eliminate negativity. Well, this shows tremendous commitment that when you have a building like this in place.
Right, looking at it, you know, you've been on campus a long time where the indoor facility middle of the campus and you had to go across the street to practice. How good is it to finally see this goal of football being contained in one area come to fruition?
Well, I think it's great. You know, you look across at Williams-Brice, and I know Coach Muschamp's office is going to sit on the front. The assistant coach's office will sit on the back. I've been through the building a number of times, and you guys will get a feel for it today. But I think it speaks volumes because time is of essence. I mean, it is a fast-paced society, and you don't want to have to lose a lot of time going from place to place. And, you know, this is one-stop shop for football. You know, our guys report here. They practice indoors, outdoors. They're in the building. They see their coaches. There's a great flow. There's great communication. I think it brings a lot of positive aspects to our program.
Ray, what does it say about the fan support to have a family like the Long family step up like that and provide that sort of financial support?
Well, I visit with our donors quite a bit. You can't do it without a great fan base. You can have great coaches, you can have great attendance, you can have a lot of things, but if you don't have a tremendous donor base that invests in your program, you're limited to what you can accomplish. And I think we're all challenged with that. The SEC might be in a better place than a lot of other conferences, but we're challenged, and it speaks volumes to Ken and Cindy about their investment, and you know, the Rice family going to the Doty Anderson, her family, and the other ones that have been, you know, the Kregers that have done so much for our program, that has given us an opportunity to compete at the highest level. You know, it's not about necessarily winning all the time or being first. Do you have an opportunity? And sitting in my chair, that's what drives me. Do we put them in a good enough position? You know, sometimes it just doesn't bounce the right way, but are we in good enough position? And when you build a facility like this, you're showing there is commitment and dedication, and then you don't worry about any negativity there.
Right. Was this building in the pipeline before Will was hired?
Yes, it was in the pipeline. You know, it was just coming. It was just coming out when he got here that, hey, we're going to do this football ops. We had not even settled on the location. We knew we were going to do one. We actually looked at it on that side of the building at one point. We were trying to figure out exactly where it was going to go, and he had a lot to do with the placement of the building now, with the practice fields, and the way it would flow with our student athletes. So I'm excited about it. Like I said, you know, to the group over there, you know, maybe late in the fall we'll be finished, but maybe we won't move in until January. Maybe we'll stay busy. We'll stay busy, and our coaches won't have time to dedicate to that. That's my goal right now. That they're too busy to focus too much on moving in.
What is the completion date? Do you have one?
I know Greg Hughes is within earshot of it, but he'll be ready. He'll be ready before that, whatever date that is. He'll be ready. But what do we say? Late fall.
December.
That's late fall in South Carolina.
Yeah. Ray, when operations are complete and everyone's moved in, what's next for all those vacated parts of the stadium?
Well, we've spent some time programming over there. I don't want to get into too much detail, but obviously we'll take some space there and retro fit, premium space. We'll try to occupy the space that is vacated in Williams-Brice to accommodate our fan base and improve the fan experience opportunities. You know, you name it. You know, premium areas, you certainly can have alcohol, but television, some will be field visible, some will not be. But we will take that space and retrofit it.
the training room over there will stay for other sports, correct?
Well, the
That
training
one-
room will stay also on game day. You gotta, you know, it's convenient. Yeah, training room there. It'll be a training room. The trainers will get upset with me now, but you know, during the week it'll probably serve more like a therapy center than a training room, because you have an elaborate training room over here, and we've got a couple other training rooms, satellite training rooms. But it'll be certainly
That
a training
space will
room.
remain the same as it is.
It
now.
will remain. We may tweak it some, but it'll remain the same. And then the weight room that's in the end zone, you know, that'll be converted over, you know, for recruiting on game day. That'll be a game day recruiting
Okay, so
space.
no other sports will use that. That'll be.
Well, I'm not saying they won't use it, but it'll be dedicated to football visits on game day. And
Gotcha.
you probably know we do a 10 out here on game day as well for recruiting.
Ray, you've been here more than 20 years now. When you first walked on campus, and now what you see, how the footprint has expanded and been enhanced, it's got to be amazing to you.
It is. It's changed in, you know, it's 22 years. I think I'm starting my 22nd academic year. We just had a celebration with Dr. Pastides' 10-year run over in the Alumni Center. And, you know, I've always felt that this was a great place to be, but the culture has to be loud. It has to be a loud culture competing in the Southeastern Conference, that we have facilities like anybody else. We might not generate quite as much revenue as some other schools. Maybe we generate a little bit more than some other ones. But the opportunity for facilities, resources for your student athletes when they take a visit and they go to other schools, they can't say, well, South Carolina really didn't have what other schools have. It's been very important to me that gets eliminated in all sports, and I think that you'll see here with the football operations building, it'll be very, very special, not only in the SEC but nationally.
Anything else for Coach?
Buildings like these are a trend across the country now, but a lot of schools, a lot of big-time schools are still at that planning or even dreaming phase. How helpful will it be that you guys kind of hit a curve?
Well, I'd like that. I like the fact that, you know, a lot of times you see what other schools are doing and you follow suit. We've sort of been, maybe not first, but we've been, you know, in the upper tier of getting a football operations building. I know at some campuses they've renovated existing space, but did not maybe address the flow, the efficiency and effectiveness. This building is going to do that. There's not a lot of wasted time. There's not a lot of downtime. You're in the building, you're working, you're here, you're outside, you've got your meetings in there, you can have your food there. We'll have, I think it seats 350 in the dining area that we have in the building. So it's just a lot of special things. You go back to bells and whistles. Football players, as well as the other athletes, they commit a lot of time. Sometimes they want to be away. So you got to, you know, I think it's important to maximize the time. We live in a fast-paced society, so we've got to have everything quick. We can't have them going a mile here and a mile there and going back over there and coming back over here. So this is a tremendous addition for us.